So let's just set this intention. And you're going to repeat aloud after me. You guys are all on mute. So we're just going to say, I release any of this heaviness that isn't mine to carry. I release others' opinions about using the word live. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to my mother. Clear that which is not mine to carry. Return to sender with love. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a little tool that I recently learned, because there's lots of ways that we can clear energy, but we're just going to say to our body real quick. And just, you might say to me, James, I feel like I'm making this up. Just go with it. It's cool. Okay. So we're just going to say, body, where am I innocently carrying any energy that might not be mine? So like Elizabeth was talking about, collective, or, whatever the heck. So where might I be carrying energy that isn't mine? And let's just see where our body brings our attention. Mine just went to my root. So just see where your attention is drawn. And then let's ask our body, and just trust where your mind went. Let's ask our body, what color is this energy? It could be a color, it could be an image. I just weirdly got the image of a tooth. So like roll with it, right? Okay, so we can see that that isn't ours. So now we're just going to ask that energy move into our hands. So you can either like pick it up, you can physically, right? Like mine's in my root, so I can just scoop it out, that weird tooth in my hands. Or whatever color, it could be like a gray cloud. Just put that in your hands. I intend that this energy that isn't mine come into my hands now. Okay. And all we're going to do is just slowly push it out of our space. Just take a deep breath. And as you exhale, just imagine it going out the window, out your space, nice and slow. Just push it from your hands out of your space. Okay. Just going to do that one more time. Wherever it is, just notice that energy that isn't mine. I'm just collecting it into my hands and I'm pushing it out of my space. Just letting it go. Return to sender with love. We just say, source, care for that. It's not my responsibility. I release that which is not mine to carry. Good. There you go. I'm so grateful to be here with you all right now. What a beautiful little community we have. So just let yourself kind of settle in, ground in from the day. Give yourself permission to remember that I'm paying attention to the time. I will have your eyes open by 1/2 so you can let go right now. You can just completely indulge in this space that's here for you, that we are creating for each other. And I just want you to intend, I call all of my energy back to my body. And another way we can release energy that isn't ours is simply by putting our attention on ourself. So I will often use the phrase when I'm teaching Reiki too, I am me and only me now, right? This is my body, my energy. I'm aware. You can even close one eye and notice the side of your nose. You're seeing your body. That differentiates my energy, their energy. Not negative, but just kind of, I'm coming back to this space I've cultivated for myself. So just notice you. There we go. And we're going to start just to bring some breath in. Okay. So we're just breathing as always down into that belly. Let the belly expand. Nice and gentle. Let the breath come up to the chest. It's kind of like sweeping out cobwebs. Nice, slow exhale out of the mouth. Longer than the inhale, right? Stretch the belly with the breath into the chest. Just breathe. Let that breath cleanse the body and release. Breath and movement can also clear energy, right? This is a beautiful practice, lithe with ferocity. And I just want you to start to, if you've ever taken a yoga class, sometimes they kind of have you start to move like a lion or a lioness on the mat. And so you don't need to move like an actual lion or lioness. I'm just inviting you to, and I'm even doing it, right? I'm doing it in my seat. My legs are crossed. You can do it in your seat, but just maybe you want to just, roll your shoulders or roll your neck or open your jaw or open your eyes. Or I don't know, for some reason, my hands are on my upper chest and I just feel kind of like deeper swing or, moving, stretching your hips. And if your movement wants to be little, that's fine. But we're just feeling into this energy of flow and flexible. We're letting our body, our nervous system get new information from stillness or rigidity. And I know, especially, right, like if we were in school moving like this, we'd probably get in trouble. Or if, most of us, when we're on Zoom calls, right, if you're on a corporate Zoom call and you're doing this, people might be like, what's going on with you? I'm live with ferocity is what your Zoom name will be. But I mean, we're not doing something wrong or inappropriate. We're literally allowing in a little bit of flow, a little bit of movement, a little bit of flexibility. So it's really normal if our mind might be like, this is weird. I feel uncomfortable. So we're just going gentle. Okay. Might want to stretch our toes or move our wrists or move our ankles. So just gentle movement. It might be helpful to put that music on in the background, or even the first song I was playing. I'm going to copy and paste that link. That's a very gentle song that you might want to play while we're doing a little bit of gentle movement here. And I invite you to, while you're doing a little bit of gentle movement, to breathe, right? We're clearing that which isn't ours. We're letting the body lead us. We're giving ourselves permission to be, animals aren't self-conscious. They just move. So like body, how do you want to move to get the cricks out? Just breathe into the belly. Let the air stretch the body. Long, slow exhale. Good. And maybe you feel like, if you want to, shaking, right? We might want to shake the wrists or the arms. The hands are an extension of our heart. You might want to shake toes. I really want you just to check in with yourself. A lioness checks in with themselves and says, this is what feels good to me. This is what I'm doing. Just breathing in gentle movement. Just going to go for another minute here. You're doing good. How often do we allow ourselves this really simple space? This is a great way to process trauma, to release energy, and to be an embodiment of a frequency where more good stuff comes our way. Our reality is not 1 + 1 = 2. It's 1 plus an embodiment of our desired energy equals our new reality. Breathe and move. There you go. Good. So we're just going to let everything settle. And if this feels good, I'm going to invite you. This is, a huge part of tonight is coming back into our body. And so there is a nervous system tool where you can either take a fist very gently, or the palm of your hand very gently, and we're going to see if we can tap on every square inch of our body or whatever we can reach. So if we're laying down and we can't bend certain ways, that's fine. But I want you just to see, and just very gently and slowly, because when we come out of our body, when we're in that wounded masculine, we're in that rigidity, as silly as it sounds, we're not aware of the meat and the bones and the skin. And so our brain can feel unsafe. And this just like, hey, body, this is where I exist in space, can deeply calm us, right? And also give our manifestations a place to land. So just tapping on the front of the thighs, back of the thighs, the booty, as much square footage as you can reach, the toes, the bottom of the feet. Just nice, gentle pressure. Let this be relaxing. Keep breathing, right? Each pits, the back of your head, top of your head, face, ears. Then you can let your hands still, take a deep breath, and just, goodness gracious, like you are more here. You are more here. Just breathe into that belly. If I don't know for you, but for me, I still kind of keep wanting to move and wiggle a little. That feels good. You can do that if it feels good and you're like, James, I just want to be still. Do that. If you want to keep tapping a little, you can do that. Good. Just adding in a little stretch. If stretch feels good, you want to bend, reach. Move, stretch, breathe, tap. Just keep breathing. Notice if you've stopped breathing, right? A lot of times we do that and just let that belly open back up. 30 more seconds. You're doing so good. Nice and gentle, easy practice. Becoming an embodiment to magnetize through flow, through ease, through flexibility, through being bendable and breathable. And just notice what part of this practice felt the most yummy to you, and can you include that in your week? The tapping, the breathing, the little gentle moving, stretching. That can assist me in manifesting my dream life. Yes, it can. There you go. Okay. So let's let your body find a nice, comfortable resting place and just notice. Notice what's different, even if it's 1%, 5%, 10% different. Just notice what's different now than when you came in. We're just going to give a nice little hum or an om. No one can hear you. So if you just want to hum like a happy birthday, like, that's fine. Ain't need to be on tune. We're just going to either do a hum or an om. Okay, so deep breath into the belly. This also calms the nervous system. We're going to do 2 more of those because it feels good. Breathe in. You can move with it if you want. Last one, breathing in. Good, and let this settle you. Close your eyes if it feels good. Let your hands rest on your heart and your belly, or your heart or your legs, and just keep breathing. As we continue to just notice, how did that make me feel? And from this space of being more in my body, but bendable, ease, soft. I'm going to move into the frequency now of allowing and receiving. Okay, so we're just going to practice and pretend that from this beautiful space we've created, what would it feel like? You guys know I always say this, 1% out of 100. If I allowed, and maybe you even want to put your body in a posture of allowance if that feels good. For some reason, my arms just wanted to go open and my head to the sky, or your hands are on your heart and maybe your chin moves up, or your legs move out, your knees open a little bit, whatever feels like a posture of allowing. Or you stay where you are. I allow. You just soften that body. Let the body soften. Keep breathing if that feels good. When I soften, I allow. So things come towards, I open around. Flexible, bendable, soft, I allow. And even if that just wants to be a mantra and you let the energy of that phrase kind of dance into your body, that's cool too. Maybe you feel what it would feel like to allow just a little bit. Right? The opposite of allowing. I don't let in, I close, and that's okay. But we can maybe just stretch open a little bit, right? To our comfort level. You don't have to push beyond that. I allow, I soften, I breathe. And then let's just add in, I receive. I receive. What would it feel like to open, allow, receive from this soft, bendable space where there is support, resource, provision, ease, flow, lithe with ferocity. Integrating the lion and the lioness here. So just spending this moment to kind of from your heart feel, I allow. You're creating a new radio station for yourself to tune into the frequency where things align, things happen, things become synchronous. Perhaps not overnight, but perhaps overnight as we just practice. Just breathe. Your body might want to stay still. Your body might want to wiggle a little. Either's fine. And then this last phrase, I receive. Maybe an image comes to you. Maybe you feel into things magnetizing, you just being this beacon, right? Oh, wow, I'm soft, I'm breathing, I'm moving, and I allow things to come my way. Good. I receive, I allow. And so I invite you, I know it's late for some of you, but as you move into the night, can you allow in this energy? Can you allow in a little breath, stretch, soft, bend, allow, receive in the body? Know that is a potent place to practice being, offering you medicine. And just slowly notice that your booty is on something and maybe your back is pressed against something. And really bring that breath into the belly, into the heart. Slowly release as you gradually return, proclaiming I release anything that isn't mine. I am me and only me now. And coming back to the room when you're ready, or if it's nighttime and you want to move into sleep. Thank you guys for joining me. If you enjoyed this journey with me, please check out the description box below for more ways that you can journey deeper.